What the heck?
Man, this game is beautiful. I really love the graphics, and the visual aesthetics kinda reminds me of the Ori games. In fact, the game sometimes feels similar to Ori and the Blind Forest. Welcome to NadPlaysGames, this is Nad and this is South of Midnight. Okay, this is not exactly like the Blind Forest, but there are a few elements that are kinda similar. Like for example, the visual aesthetics. It's not realistic graphics and neither is it cartoony, but it kinda has that similar feel and vibe that Ori has going on in its world design, the environment and the colors. It honestly looks really beautiful. The other is the rot or stigma as the game calls it that has taken over the area and you need to clear and purify it, which is also somewhat similar to the Blind Forest. But nonetheless, similar or not, South of Midnight is on its own a pretty competent game and with a few fixes and updates can become one of the better games of this year. But I honestly don't know if those updates are going to come soon enough to fix some annoying issues I personally have with this game.
Hey, what's got you all so spooked?
The biggest complaint I have is the combat.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. This better work.
The combat is not good. I did not like it at all. It's not bad like it's hard, it's bad because it's frustrating. The flow of the combat is terrible and actions are so delayed and lagging that I ended up changing the difficulty to easy just so that I can finish the sequence faster. The combat in this game happens inside a small arena type where you defeat all the enemies that spawn and then clear the rot surrounding it. But having a small arena also means having bad camera angle. It's not terrible all the time, but many times it gets stuck in a corner or is facing the wrong way, breaks the combat flow and makes it annoying to execute any moves because you don't know where the enemy is. But something I hate even more than bad camera angle is camera hijacking. I absolutely hate it when the game takes away my camera control just to execute a small cutscene type sequence in the middle of a fast-paced combat. It's absolutely annoying and I would advise any devs listening to this, please never do that ever. Never ever take away camera control from the user. In South of Midnight, when you finish an enemy, you can unravel it, which in turn helps to cool down your powers faster so that you can use them more than once. And whenever you unravel, the sequence plays like a cutscene where you can't move your camera and have a look around where the other enemies are so that you can plan your next attack. And when the animation is over, it takes a second or two to finally get the camera control back. That is bad design. You can see me violently shielding the camera to see if I have the control, and later on I resort to dodge or jump just to get out of the animation quickly. This alone makes the combat unbearable to play, at least to me, and I really hope the devs update and fix that. But we are not done yet. See, here's the thing. Devs, if you're listening, which I'm pretty certain they are not because I'm not a big channel, but I'll still say it. If you're going to make a hack and slash combat, you need to make sure the combat flows smoothly, that I can chain attacks and inputs have a faster reaction, which is not the case here. I don't know if you can see through the video, but there are so many times where I had to tap repeatedly the skill buttons for the character to execute it. He does not execute it instantly and there's always a delay, which makes it difficult to keep the fight going smoothly. Not to mention the slow recharge times for the skills, that unless you keep unraveling enemies and endure the camera lock, the skills won't recharge fast enough for you to use it multiple times. It's honestly really bad. Fuck this fight. How do you like that now, bitch? But the good news is there's an option to skip the combat and focus on the story only. The boss encounters on the other hand are easier since like every boss fight, they have set attack patterns which can easily be dodged and mechanics that make it easy to take them down. The skill tree is meh. There are some useful skills, but I wish there were some skills that increase attack damage and made the character stronger, but it is what it is. There are also skippable chase sequences. I mean Ori again, but unlike the chase sequences in Ori games, the sequences in South of Midnight are slow and uninteresting at best, and seems like they are there just to add a bit of gameplay. That is one big beach. Guys, I'm on the beach crack. The gameplay. The gameplay is repetitive. Apart from your main quest, you come across various characters who have some painful backstories that you unlock along the way. And you do the same thing for all the characters. But the good thing is that the stories and characters are really interesting, and the soundtrack associated with each of them are beautiful. Along with the amazing visuals and character designs, especially the amazing catfish and other animals that you encounter, the story of these characters is where the game really shines, and that's what makes it good.
It was you.
Although I don't know if that alone is enough to give this game a recommendation. I personally did not feel the game was boring. It was short enough for me to play it till the end. The world building is absolutely amazing, and traversing it was honestly very smooth. You can see the love the artist put into it. The stop motion may or may not be for everyone, but I got used to it and it wasn't a distraction anymore. On PC, the camera movement isn't one-to-one and feels like a controller camera rather than mouse. It seems like the game was made to be played on a console, which makes sense since it's an Xbox game, but if you're going to release on PC, then you really need to make changes for mouse and keyboard. I also wish that Super Linear games came with zero collectibles, so that I can focus on the world, the story, and journey more than searching every corner if I missed something or not. But that's my personal opinion. South of Midnight needs some updates, the combat needs an overhaul, and the game needs a little better optimization too, at least on PC. This is the third Game Pass game that I am recommending to play through Game Pass if you do feel like it. Microsoft bringing so many games to Game Pass has honestly been great, since the next two games are on there too, Expedition 33 and Doom: The Dark Ages. Stay tuned for the reviews of those games too. I'm going to leave you guys to follow this turtle's journey to nowhere. Enjoy.